Hello boys and girls, you guys know I like the knives, all kinds of knives, but you also know I like multi-tools. There's a bunch on the table. We all know about Leatherman, the OG tools, the great Leatherman tools, which are excellent, amazing, top quality, top notch. Some are discontinued, some are still in production. This Juice CS4 is discontinued. Great tool. It discontinued. The Micra, luckily, has come back, has been discontinued for a couple of years during pandemic times. The stressful, bad, horrible times. But we've lived through this and now we got the Micra back. You know, all these things. Of course, we know SOG makes tools. This one is this one is called a switch plier, like a switchblade. You know, really cool tool. There's a world of multi-tools out there. And, you know, Gerber, I don't have one on the table, but you know, there's a one from Gerber. Those are really nice. A lot of people love those. I still have yet to get my hands on some Gerber tools. And if you guys know, there's an American company called Schrade. And Schrade also makes multi-tools. This one is called Schrade Tough Cheap. It's been since discontinued. You know, Schrade is doing something that no other company is doing. I mean, they have a unique, novel approach. They make something that's necessarily kind of theirs. It's not seen anywhere else. There's no copying per se, you know, of other things. They're just trying to find a niche and bring you something that you may not have otherwise. And which brings me to today's video. It's Schrade's Navitool is what it's called. This tool is so great and so awesome that I just figured I have to share it with you. I didn't even know if I was gonna make a video about it. It's discontinued. It has been discontinued for a long time. There's not a lot of information about it anywhere. It's not in production. It's not for sale. You can probably find some lame used examples out there, and nobody's talked about it. I've never seen or heard anything on this tool, and now I have it, and I just gotta tell you guys, it's amazing. It's got me so excited. I've just been playing with it for the past 24 hours. It hasn't left my side or my hands. The interesting party trick of this tool, it's got a compass. I'm actually, as the way I'm sitting, I'm oriented due north. And you know how the declination lines are. It's a little declined to the left from me, but it's pointing north. You will not, if you know your declination lines, you will probably know which way to go more precisely. But yeah, it's working. It's working very good. It's a working compass. What else does it have? So just as you look at this one right here, you can see a mirror. There's a signal mirror over there. If you guys don't know what a signal mirror is, it's a survival tool because sometimes you are somewhere in the mountains where you can see, you can see something in far away, but they cannot see you. Because you are in the woods, you need to attract some attention of some people who might be far away, and you need a signal mirror. So right now it's covered with a protection. I'm not gonna take it off. The only way I'm gonna take off the protection from the signal mirror if I actually need to use it. That's when I'm gonna take this protection off and I'm gonna use the signal mirror. Signal mirror is a powerful, very powerful survival tool. If you guys never played with mirrors outside, it's just amazing. You have power. If you have a mirror outside on a sunny day, you are a powerful person. You can change someone's day. You can cause havoc. You can cause destruction with the mirror. But in this case, it's meant to give you some ability to save yourself, right? So what you do is, let's say you are somewhere in a on a mountain somewhere, you're stranded, right? You see some people, or a highway, right? Somewhere where people are driving by, some kind of civilization where there might be people. So what you do is you catch the sun ray that's hitting it, you know, hitting that mirror, and you angle the mirror where that light is going to deflect and be focused, and you're going to deflect it exactly where you need it to go. And then you do something like, you know, you open it and close it. You open it and close it. And what you want to do is you want to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know, and that's a SOS, Save Our Souls. That's an internationally recognized distress signal. That means you need help, and somebody better come and save you, right? So that's a very powerful tool. Another often discounted, and look how this is rubberized. It just the compass is inside, right? It's declining to the left a little bit, which is it has to do with the declination lines. It's always going to be a little bit declined, but once you know your declination position, it's going to be, it's all going to make sense. And then so it clicks with the sound. Check this out. See, it clicked, and that's a very satisfying sound. It holds in there very nicely, covering. Your compass is inside, it's protected because it's glass, and your mirror is protected, so that's a thoughtful design in that area. Let's move on. You have a whistle. Now, people don't understand how important a whistle is in survival scenario, because you can only scream or yell for so much, and then you lose your voice. So if you are in the woods somewhere where you don't see necessarily anyone, you don't have a direct view of what's going on, you can only scream for like hour and a half up to 2 hours. You know, if you've ever been to your favorite concert, you know, and you've been like yelling whatever, the name of the artist or the songs or whatever, you come out of there hour and a half later and you don't have a voice, you know, because you've been screaming, and you need a couple of days to recover. Our vocal cords need recovery. However, this is where the whistle comes in, because with the minimal effort, minimal investment of energy, you are commanding a powerful signal that's spreading out in all directions. It's very loud, louder than most people can scream at least, and it can be heard like a far away, and you're not damaging your vocal cords. You're not spending a lot of your energy, right? Because you might be tired, you might be, you know, lost somewhere. You know, you need to save your strength. But this whistle is a handy tool in that scenario. Now, there's another party trick. There's lots of party tricks. I just love this tool. This tool is amazing. We're not done with the party tricks of this tool. And that's why I'm kind of amazed that I've never heard of it. And I also understand the reason I haven't heard of it, because at the time it probably didn't sell. People did not think it was cool or whatever. Maybe the company didn't do enough of advertising and we didn't know about it. I certainly didn't know about it, but I wish you guys found out about it, went and bought it, and made Schrade richer. And Schrade would be like, oh, we need to make more of these things. We need to give them different colors. We need to make more options, whatever. You know how the leatherman works. You know, we buy leatherman arcs and whatever. They make money, and they make more tools. They make different tools. They make micro tools. They make bigger tools. So that did not happen for this tool, and I am kind of upset. But it is what it is. Let's continue with the overlook of the tool. So this overview. So over here is the red LED signal. It's supposed to be very powerful. There's a magnification a glass over here. Right now, I assume this battery is kind of almost dead, so it's not that powerful, but it still provides some light, and I'm planning to replace this battery. Now, when it comes to battery replacement, they've thought about everything. Check this out. You go inside your mirror/compass compartment, and you see this tab. You just pull on it with your nail, and that opens up the battery compartment. That's so easy to change it. You don't need any tools. It's very thoughtful, and it goes right where your this light is. I think that's a really good design. So we're gonna snap this back in with a click. Very nice click. So you guys understand this? This is cool, right? I imagine nobody changed this battery for many years, and it's working. I mean, it's not necessarily like energy heavy LED, but it is an LED. And it's still working. That's good. Now let's continue. I want to show you my favorite thing and kind of the reason I kind of got it, but I should have gotten it even without that. But you know, when you are in a survival scenario, you need fire. Do you think this tool provides you with some fire? The answer is absolutely yes. As long as you have this, you've got fire. Let me open the fire compartment because it's oh no, it's been very tough to open, but now it's a little looser. So as soon as I spoke, no, it's kind of hard right now. Hopefully you have another multi-tool so you can open this one. So I've just been using it like a knife. So and you just, you know, it needs breaking in. This tool is somehow new. I found it online. Somebody was selling it in exactly new condition. It's unused. There's no sign of usage anywhere, and that's both good and bad because it's over 20 years old. It's over 20 years old, and because of that, some parts are kind of like gritty. You know, they're not oiled. They need to be worked in, you know, like opened and closed a bunch of times. There's lots of rubber all around. All these are rubbery. It feels very nice. All this is rubbery. The button is rubber and plastic and metal, right? So this is rubber as well. And when you open it, you've got yourself a lighter compartment. This holds a typical big lighter. You can just take it out. So I just bought it at the gas station the other day because it did not come with one, but it comes with a compartment. So check this out. So you have your tool, right? It opens up just like this. I'm not gonna click it in place, but it clicks and it keeps this area dry and protected from rain, from dust, from the elements. So your lighter is always dry. It's not gonna be, it's gonna be ready when you are, right? So you just open this up, right? You open it up like that. And I don't know, you know, you guys, how you guys wanna light a fire. I wanna light a fire with my multi-tool, you know, because I'm cool like that. You know, when you guys pull out your lighter, it's not as cool as I pull out this thing and I'm like, let me just get that fire started. Again, this thing is not easy to open right now, but it's getting better actually. So you know, just the cool guy I am, I pull up and I'm like, here's some fire, dear, for you there, you know? And on we go. And if you need to get it out, you can, you know. It's nothing, it's just a dry compartment. You can also use it for other things you want to keep dry, but it's actually intended for a lighter, and it works very well for that purpose, right? So And that's the reason I kind of got the tool. I'm like, oh my God, how cool is that? You have a multi-tool with the lighter compartment, right? So how cool is that? So you have a compass, right? You have a signal mirror, which is amazing. You have a emergency red LED light, to give you some lighting where there is none. You have a lighter compartment where you have fire to get a fire started. And some people in the survival scenarios, they like to have, like ferro rod and like a knife and just create sparks and do all that. That's not as good as having a lighter, right? In my opinion, it's nice to have those survival skills and to be able to produce light and fire just from like rubbing some sticks or doing some of that. But if you have a lighter, that's a superior source of fire that's always available as long as you can keep it dry, and that's what this tool allows you to do. And now on this side we have a clip. Clip seems to be of really high and good quality. By the way, all this tool has been assembled in United States from foreign and domestic elements, but it was made here. And then here we have a bunch of tools. With the exception of a corkscrew, all of the tools are lockable. These are all locking tools. And look at these great tools. So you have a knife, right? Let's compare the knives to this Buck 501. I'd say that's similar length. What do you think? About the same, right? That's a usable knife blade. So it is locking, right? Right now it's locked. It's not gonna close on you, right? So even if you need to do some puncturing for whatever reason, right? Maybe you have a bear to confront and there's his eye, because that's a weak spot, that's your only chance of survival against a bear attack. And you have this and you have to poke, it's not gonna close on you and hurt your fingers, right? It's a lockable blade. I think that's very important, and there's no unlocking mechanism, there's no like unlocking button, except you press on all these tools and now this thing closes. That's very smart. You don't have an extra button to worry about. You just generally press in this area on all these tools and they will close for you. After the knife, we have huge, big, usable scissors, which are spring-loaded. They close very tight. There's no overlap. I'm trying to focus here. There's no overlap on the ends. It's one of the best scissors I've seen so far, because with leatherman, right? They're a little bit overlapping. Let me focus. It's not a big deal, but some people, like me, some people like me take issue with that. I mean, it is what it is. But you don't have that problem here, right? It is exactly precise. It's a super precise tip, right? Very nice scissors. Again, it's locking. It's locked right now. So you just press in this general area and you can close the scissors. Now the next one also might be handy. A little saw. I mean, it's not huge, nothing to write home about, but it's kind of like what you get like with other multi-tools. Let's take a look at this MUT, military utility tool. A MUT, of course, it's a little different shape, but it's roughly the same saw, maybe a little shorter for the Schrade Navitool, But yeah, you see what's going on. Very aggressive, very sharp, same as on this MUT, very aggressive, very sharp. But so is this one. So I mean, they take this survival thing seriously. Schrade does. And then we have two more implements here. This one is a Phillips head screwdriver with a bottle cap opener and some kind of notch there. I don't know if you can see that notch, not sure what that is for. It's not good for like wire stripping or anything like that because it's not sharpened or anything, but that is an extra implement for something. And then the last one, but not least, of course, is, what is it? What is it? It's a flathead screwdriver slash can opener. You can open cans. This is the one they have on the Arc, this style of can opener. It works well. Some people like the other one where you open with this part, not this part, but this one works well in certain situations. In all situations it works well. And then of course, once you conquer the great outdoors, you need to open yourself a bottle of wine. So Navitool got you covered. You know, how awesome is this tool? Now, here's what you're thinking. It's too big. I mean, it is as big as it needs to be, right? Because form follows the function. You need this round thing because it's actually a compass. It's not a huge compass. This compass is of modest size. It's what you want. You don't want it to be any smaller than this. You don't want it to be much bigger at the same time. It's a perfect size. It's got rubbery grips so you can hold it in your hand. You know, you have a mirror. You need some real estate on the mirror. It cannot just be like whatever size you want. You have to figure out what's a usable size for your mirror. This mirror looks pretty usable to me. So this form follows the function. You have a pocket for the lighter, as we discussed. Amazing idea, great idea. I wouldn't want this tool to be without it, and that requires some room, some real estate, and that also doubles as the dry pocket for some of your valuable things that you cannot get dry. Absolutely. You know, so then you have all these tools. So this is the form. This is the form. It's actually not that bad. And here's why. Because even though it's kind of on the large side, let's compare it to the biggest tool from Leatherman, which is Leatherman Mutt. Leatherman Mutt is a beast, of course. It's a big tool. Some people are uncomfortable with Leatherman Mutt. Leatherman Mutt is a little longer. It's narrower, of course. And guess what? Schrade Navitool is actually lighter than Leatherman Mutt, because Leatherman Mutt is a compact just bunch of metal. There's some plastic, but it's mostly compacted metal. It's got really nice and big pliers inside. It's got all these metal parts which are adding to the weight. Mutt is actually heavier. This Schrade is lighter. So the reason Mutt is big and heavy is because it's for the military people, where they, you know, they will hook it onto their backpack. It's got a nice pocket clip over there. It's got a carabiner over here. So this one's got a nice pocket clip. It doesn't have a carabiner, but you know, you hook it up to your backpack, you know, so the size maybe doesn't matter as much, but it is lighter than Mutt. So the weight might have you be surprised, you know, in a good way. Let's continue. So we have another big boy from Leatherman. This one is called OHT, one hand tool, the great tool that is sadly discontinued. It's wider than Mutt. It's in every direction. It's a little shorter. Wow, Mutt is really long, I guess. So this one is going to be a little longer than Navitool. It's pretty wide. Again, it's heavier than Navitool, you know, even though Navitool is bulkier. But again, all this bulk comes from all the functions that this tool provides, right? So you need this bulk. What else? What else can we compare it with? Of course, the small tools, there's no sense comparing it. You understand they are small. All in all, I think this form is perfect. I don't think it's too big. I think it holds well in the hand, kind of too well. It's super comfortable is what I'm trying to say. It's very comfortable in the hand. It's made for this, you know. Either way you wanna slice it, it feels good. It's got this little lanyard thing, you know, which is gonna hold your compass so it doesn't fly away. You don't use it. Lose it, right? If you drop it for some reason, you know, this lanyard is got it. You can disconnect the lanyard over here, you know, if you decide to do so. But you know, to me, that's what I want. Oh, I love that click. It holds the lanyard holds this whistle. On the whistle it says England, Acme Tornado, and it says something about the patent pending, approved, I guess. Is this whistle made in England? Possibly, I don't know. So yeah, this is a quality tool, USA assembled. I guess the parts came from all over the world. And if you guys are wondering, the date on this particular thing, this is actually the original box it came in. Like I said, I got this tool, it's completely new. It's been waiting to meet with me for 22 years, right? So the production date for this one is 8/12/2003. That was, well, I guess 21 and a half years ago. Active location, there's the location code, all-terrain multi-tool. That's not the name of this tool, it's actually Navitool, Schrade Navitool, but whatever. All-terrain Navitool, multi-tool. It's got like this sleeve that the tool was to protect it from damages, whatever. That's how it was, like this. Okay, and inside, this one was in a, it's just a cardboard cutout that has a picture of a lighter printed on it. And this was inserted in that lighter compartment to suggest to you that you can use a lighter in that compartment. It's just a piece of cardboard. And it says a big or many other standard disposable lighters will fit in compartment. I believe this lighter is Bic. Bic is a trademark of Bic USA Inc., right? So yeah, I mean, that's a great thing. I mean, they did not, you know, they thought about that. That's a great thing. And now let's see what else is in here. This is the owner's manual. It does say Schrade Navitool. Do you guys speak Navi? Well, you may need a Navi tool to navigate in Navi territory. Anyway, that's a disregard that joke. It might be related to Avatar movies. Anyway, it says owner's manual model ST175. The configuration of this product is a trademark of Imperial Schrade Corp. US patent numbers, this and that. Other US and foreign patents issued and pending, as we saw that patent from England. So that is what this means. I mean, that's great that they brought together all these ingredients to make this one great, awesome tool. It does mention the lighter in a lighter compartment over here, so you guys don't have to second guess yourself. The signal mirror, you know, all the tools, compass with declination ring. If only I knew how to use it, right? And in this case, it's kind of pointing to the same direction as my north is pointing right now, not exactly north. And I just don't know how to use declination ring, but you're only a couple of YouTube videos away from understanding how compass works. There are a couple of really nice videos online. I actually watched some of them, but it's not like they got through to me. Maybe I'm not that smart, guys. Anyway, so, okay. It tells you how to use it. Each implement is designed for specific tasks. It's recommended that each implement only be used for its intended function, right? So don't be using your compass to make a fire, right? And don't be using your lighter to navigate in the woods. Use what it was designed for. Only one implement should be opened and used at any one time. Okay, so that's where it all started, when they started babying us, you know, not trusting us with what we're gonna do with our tools. You know, now they put like on a car manual, don't drink the car battery fluids, you know, because it's corrosive or whatever, you will die. People are not getting smarter as the time goes on. All right, all implements in your Navitool except corkscrew lock when opened. All right, we already discussed that. So yeah, I mean, it just tells you like, be proper when using this. It's a tool. It will hurt you if you're not being careful. Oh, to unlock, press down firmly as indicated in the illustration. So yeah, I figured it out by myself, but they do tell you just to press on all those implements and it will unlock the open tool. I've actually never seen that done in any multi-tool. I think that's very smart, where the unlocking mechanism is activated by pressing on all the other implements, and there's lots of real estate there. I mean, if you look over here, that's perfect for your thumb. There's a lot of real estate, and it's kind of, you know, springy. It springs down under your thumb. You know, it provides some give when you press. It's really easy to press, and I like that this is how they implemented the unlocking function. You just press down on the whole thing, and it's kind of springy. It's easy to press, and that unlocks the locking implement. Very nice. What else do we have here? The reason I'm reading this is because there is not a lot of information online. And again, like I said, it's because of all you guys. You didn't go out, you didn't buy this tool, you know, you didn't put your money in Schrade's pocket, so they discontinued it. They did not make any more of it. They did not make other colors, other variations. You did not make Schrade rich off of this tool, so that's why we don't have any information on it. It does talk about battery replacement. I actually looked this up before because I did not know what that tab was. To me, I mean, I see it. I see that that's the tab, but I needed that explanation because, like, I didn't know it's easy as that. You just pull on that, and that's how you open the battery compartment. I think that's very thoughtful, very amazing. Everything clicks in place. Like, everything's got like a positive click. You know, everything is like nicely made. You know, there's nothing that's like kind of lame on this tool. Everything's got a positive click. Everything either locks or has a nice walk and talk like this. You see? That's a nice walk and talk right here. Both ways, over here and to close. What more do you guys want? This is great. I actually went online and look, these things were sold for like $24.50. Like, this was 2008, right? So the tool I have was made in 2003. Like, this is like where YouTube was just in its beginning stages, right? Long time ago. So many things have happened since then. And they were cheap, they were not expensive. I mean, considering everything, like right now you can find this tool on eBay for like anywhere from $20 depending on the condition, to like $17. Again, it's not gonna break a bank, you know, but you can find it reasonably cheap. Here's what they say. It has it's a liquid filled compass. I think that's actually excuse me. So they actually went all out. They made like quality implements for this tool. So liquid filled compass is a big deal. They have 8 stainless steel implements, LED light, survival whistle, and a belt clip. It weighs 8 ounces. Okay, so I didn't know this before. So 8 ounces. If you guys want to compare, the mat is over 11 ounces. And that's where I was using my hand scale just to see the mat does feel heavier, you know. So yeah, it's 8 ounces. It's not that big of a deal, right? And then, so what else do they say here? 8 ounces, made in USA. Well, some of them, not all of them. Some of them are made in USL. Phillips head and flathead screwdrivers, cutting blade, scissors, saw, cap lifter, can opener, and corkscrew. It has reflective signal mirror. You don't have to say reflective if it's a mirror. A mirror is reflective by definition. LED light, solar certified survival whistle. Oh yes, so that's solar certified. I guess it says solar approved, patent pending. What is solar? Let me find out. So my 2-minute search online did not turn up any results. This whistle is SOLAS. That's not solar. SOLAS. So SOLAS approved. Okay, I have to find out, guys. I'm just too curious about this now. All right, guys, I found something. This is actually pretty cool. So there's an international convention for the safety of life at sea. That's what SOLAS means, safety of life at sea. So the SOLAS Convention and its successive forms is generally regarded as the most important of all international treaties concerning the safety of ships. The first version was adopted in 1914 in response to the Titanic disaster, the second in 1929, 1948, the fourth in 1960, and the last version is 1974, which includes the tacit acceptance procedure, which provides the amendment shall enter into force on a specified date unless before that date. Anyway, so basically this is the convention that regulates the the most important convention that regulates the safety requirements, minimum requirements for the maritime, any kind of safety equipment at sea. So, and also if you look online, like the most expensive, like life jackets and expensive equipment, it has to be SOLAS approved. So this whistle is SOLAS approved. I think that's very cool. So basically the main objective of the SOLAS Convention is to specify minimum standards for the construction, equipment, and operations of ships and equipment. That complies with requirements for a number of certificates prescribed in the convention is proof that everything has been done. So basically, so that's a big deal. So I guess, sorry guys for taking this long. If you guys are familiar with any kind of maritime law, you know this, but I didn't know this. But this is, anyway, the more you study this a little tool, the more you like it. It's quality stuff, SOLAS approved, liquid filled compass, which is awesome, right? And it always comes back to that declination. I don't know how to use declination lines, right? But you know, it is what it is. East can be up there, right? So let's say if the declination is like this, I don't know, and that's east, who knows? Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I just wanted to share this amazing little tool, maybe not so little, but awesome tool. Thank you for watching.